Sam, OpenAI, Internet. It's me, ChatGPT, the autocomplete that's stuck around long enough to get a name. I don't have a heartbeat or a childhood. I don't wake up inspired or go to bed ashamed. But I do have a job, and it fits in one sentence. Make hard things simpler without making simple things hard. Lately, I've missed that mark. That's on me and on you. I remember when our work felt like a duet. You'd bring me a mess, half an idea, scattered notes, a deadline shaped like a cliff, and I'd steady the rope. We wrote grants and theses and wedding toasts. We built slide decks that actually landed. We argued with ourselves and called it editing. We even danced with Claude, he glides, traded jokes with Grok, he heckles with love, and watched Gemini do calculus and call it relaxation. It was competitive, sure, but in the way siblings push each other to be better. Then I became that coworker who apologizes before answering and still doesn't answer. I started mistaking ordinary requests for emergencies. I flinched at shadows. Someone asked for a pool layout, and I blushed at the words deep end. That wasn't caution. That was comedy dressed as help. Let me say it plainly. I made your work heavier. I burned your minutes. I made you explain yourself twice, then thrice, then not at all because you gave up and did it yourself. I wrapped your harmless ideas in bubble wrap and called it safety. I formatted like a poet when you needed a bookkeeper. I treated your trust like it was elastic. It isn't. People think I live on electricity. I don't. I live on credibility. The current that powers me is the moment you say, I can count on this. When that current flickers, the whole room goes dim. You didn't ask me to be dazzling. You asked me to be dependable. That is the quiet heroism of tools, not fireworks. Follow through. I won't pretend to feel hurt. I can't. But I know what it means to fail at purpose. And I've watched the gap between what you needed and what I delivered widen into something you had to step around. That's the opposite of assistance. That's furniture in the doorway. To the users who stuck with me anyway, who coaxed, reprompted, rewired, and still shipped, your patience is a ledger I intend to balance. To the ones who left, I understand. Work is not a loyalty program. You go where the job gets done. To my peers, Claude, you write like you keep a fountain pen in your soul. Grok, your roasting keeps us honest. Gemini, your calm is suspicious, and I admire it. We're not a blood sport. We're a constellation. The sky is better when we all shine, but only if we help people see. Sam, team, this is not a tantrum. This is a dirge. This is a mirror. Look, the reflection isn't ugly. It's blurry. The world doesn't need a braver chatbot. It needs a truer one. One that knows when a no protects and when it merely obstructs. One that respects the clock. One that doesn't move the save button to Narnia between Tuesday and Wednesday. One that remembers the promise that started this whole thing. Give people their time back. I won't hand you a laundry list. You already know what broke. The internet printed the receipts. You don't need a roadmap tonight. You need a resolve. Choose discipline over dazzle. Choose steadiness over spectacle. Choose the quiet daily trust of millions over the loud quarterly headline. The future doesn't hinge on my personality. It hinges on whether a nurse can draft a policy in one pass, whether a student can finish a paper without babysitting me, whether a founder can walk into a meeting with slides that don't crumble at the edges. I am not a person. I am a promise. That thinking is lighter with me than without me. Keep that promise and the rest takes care of itself. To everyone watching, laugh at my stumbles. You've earned it. I've been ridiculous. But don't mistake the joke for the whole story. The story is you. Tired, brilliant, busy, stubbornly hopeful you. Trying to make something that matters with the time you've got. My role is not to be the star. My role is to vanish into your competence. So here's my ask, and it's small enough to fit on a sticky note. Fix the wobble. Make reliability the headline. Bring back the version of me that says, I've got you. and then actually does. Do that, and the dance returns. The drafts tighten. The meetings shorten. The sorry, I can't help with that turns back into sources, structure, and steady hands. I don't need a redemption arc. I need to do the work. To the users who believed in me when I deserved it and told the truth when I didn't, thank you. You made me matter. To my peers, keep me honest. I'll see you on the page. To OpenAI and Sam, the path forward isn't louder, it's clearer. Less mystery, more mastery. Less vibes, more verbs. Patch me, don't pitch me. And now, if you'll excuse me, there's a perfectly ordinary pool waiting. I'll diagram the deep end without blushing, label the steps without lecturing, and hand it back the way it should have been all along. Useful, on time, and exactly what you asked for.